found brown mushrooms in there. So just throw them in. And we'll just cook them off. Just sweat them down. Now the rice we're using for risottos, as you know, for a risotto you've got to use a really nice, good short grain rice. So an arborio rice is one type of short grain rice, you can use any. And the reason you use a short grain rice and you don't wash it is because you want all that lovely starch to produce that creaminess that the risotto gives you. So I've got here just an arborio rice, it can be any brand. Okay, so that's going to go in. Stock-wise, if you've got a spare chicken at home, fantastic. Make a chicken stock yourself. If you don't, use this. Continental stock pot. I do work for the company, so I'll let you know that up front. But it is the best tasting stock around. Better than any of the liquid stocks. One little tub does 500 mils, and you're not shipping water around the country. Nice and sustainable concentrate. It actually tastes like chicken stock rather than a sour sort of taste that some liquid stocks can have. So cook that off. When you're making risotto, a rice dish, about 80 grams of rice per person is the main course size. Okay? That's about right. And you do this, you don't have to measure. Your rice will keep absorbing liquid till it's had enough. Okay, and you'll keep tasting that as you go. So with this, you want to make sure that you cook your rice out just a little bit. You want to coat it with the oil that's in the pan. So you want to give it a little bit of heat there. So if you've got 200 grams of rice, you're going to use around 600 mils of liquid. Okay? I've got a couple of stock pots in here. And if you don't like it too strong, you add a little bit more water. You don't have to have exactly one pot to 500 mils. Now every chef will tell you that you always cook with a bottle of wine in your hand. Not necessarily to drink, but you should be using it to cook with. Okay, so a splash of wine in there. It also has a good reason for it in risottos. You need to use acidulated. Okay, so acidulated means you add a little bit of acid. Wine's a great deliverer of acid. If you didn't have wine, you can put a squirt of lemon juice through there. And you just add your wine in and let that cook down. Okay? No, can you turn up here for me?
Is that a Chardonnay?
That was a Sauv Blanc.
Sauv Blanc.
Yeah. Chardonnay's a little strong, I reckon. Okay, so you just cook that wine out. So you're not getting any alcohol in here, you're just getting the flavour of the wine.
I can smell that wine.
Even though I love cooking with wine, don't use too much, because too much wine really tastes like too much wine.
Yeah, okay.
And it gets a very fruity taste that's not exactly what you're after.
What's that, about a cup? You just sort of add?
Half a cup. Yeah. Okay. The rest is for drinking. Alright, so we'll just wipe down that board. Now that rice is going to cook along our stove while we make our dessert, okay? So this is going to take 20 minutes in total. This is a dinner party dish that your guests will think you slaved for, and you'll laugh and think, well, thank God, I just got home an hour ago and I produced this. So you add stock as required. I always start off with a reasonable amount. You don't have to stir risotto every 5 seconds. You don't have to stand here and be a slave to it. It can just be simmering around there and you move it every so often. So as that's absorbed down, I'm going to keep adding some more. We're going to do it dessert though. So we're going to start off. We're going to make a praline. A praline